Many people who have religions have always claimed themselves to be right. In other words, their belief is the right one and other beliefs or religions are fake. If you go to a bookstore and if you buy a book of a comparative study of all religions in the world, we can see how obvious it is that all religions are different from one another. However, interestingly, everyone will claim that their faith is the most righteous one. Wait, it could be you. And well, yes, it could be me. Many times we think that we are the right ones and other people are the wrong ones, to the point that we hate other people just because they have different religions from ours. How could this happen? You know, religion is closely related to what we call the tradition or the culture or behavioral pattern of certain society where the religion comes from. Or I can just say, if I had been born in Saudi Arabia, I would definitely have been born as a Muslim. Or maybe if I had been born in India, I would have been born as a Hindu. Or maybe if I had been born in Brazil, I would have been born as a Catholic. And it's true that many times our religion depends on where we were born and where we grow up. 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 21 says, "Test everything, hold on to the good." God asks us to test everything. And after that, we hold on to the good teachings. Just because we have certain religion from our parents doesn't mean that we must have the true faith. We must have the perfect religion. No. In fact, we have to test everything. We have to test whether our faith is the right one or not. Not according to our point of view, not according to our parents' point of view, not according to the cleric's point of view or the religious leader's point of view, but according to God. Proverbs 14 verse 12, it says that there is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. How pathetic it is if we think that we have done the right things, but actually we only do teachings that are taught by men. We only do traditions that actually didn't come from God. I'm telling you this not only to certain religion, but I'm telling you this to everyone, including me. That is why this channel was made, because I want to share with everyone how I searched the truth, and the truth has set me free. And I'm a very open-minded person. If any of you want to share your opinions, and of course with authentic truth and some proofs, of course, that what you're saying is actually from God, then why not? I'm not a fan of certain religion. I'm just a fan of the words of God. And what the word of God said, I'm going to do it, no matter what. Matthew 15 verse 8 and 9, it says that these people honor me with their lips, but their hearts far from me. They worship me in vain, because their teachings are but rules taught by men. So just make sure that the religion that we have right now is not just because it's been taught by our parents. It's not because lots of people in our society have them. We don't have it just because we want to get certain job or work, and that work demands us to have that particular religion. In fact, if we want to do what God's will is, persecution waits ahead. And yes, we could be expelled from the family, we could be expelled from our society, our friends might leave us, and bad things could happen. But there's a guarantee. God gave us His promise that He's not going to leave us alone. So I'm asking you out there, whoever you are, it's time for us to open our eyes widely. Don't listen to what our religious leaders say. Just try to find the truth from the Word of God. And yes, ask God to open up your eyes to see which one is the right one, which one is the wrong one. And of course, we have to hold fast to the good. Matthew 7 verse 20 to 23, it says that by their fruit you will recognize them. So we can see our religious leader, right? Well, if they do bad things, of course we know that their teaching is bad. But even if they do good things, we still have to test everything, including what our religious leader says to us. It says that not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. So as I said before, it's not only for other religions or this religion, certain religion, whatever religion it is, but it's all for all of us, including the Christians, because these verses also tell about the Christians, because lots of Christians claim themselves to be right one, and as long as we believe in God, we believe in Jesus, and we can automatically go to heaven. But these verses say that not everyone who says Lord, Lord will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only he who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Many people will come to me and say, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? And in your name drive out demons and do many miracles? And what God would say? I never knew you. Away from me, evildoers. So isn't it pathetic when we think that we are going to heaven, but actually we're not going to heaven? Isn't it ironic to claim that what we believe is right one? And we have tried our best to be religious as we can. We have tried our best to do some things that we think that they're right, but actually they are not pleasing to God. So to whoever you are out there, I'm just asking you right now to open up your eyes, your ears, and let's start digging for the truth. I'm going to share lots of videos after this, what I've found in my lifetime, and I hope that you can share with me too, so that we can find the truth together. And when we find the truth will set us free. And yes, we gotta live according to the truth. We're not here to please anyone. Remember, even God said that whoever loves their parents more than they love me, they're not worthy. So, make God number one in our life, and hopefully we can do the best in our life to please our God, because He is our Creator and He is our Redeemer, and we have a promise that we're going to live eternally only if we accept Him and we want to do whatever He asks us to do. And yes, one more thing, if we don't go to heaven, we can put the blame on our false religious leaders, because it has been warned that there will be lots of false messiah, lots of false prophets around us that claim themselves to be the right one from God, but actually they're not from God, and they teach merely traditions and not teachings from God. We can put the blame on them, but remember one thing, we can also be blamed, because there's a lot of chance for us to find out the truth, but we always try to close our eyes, close our ears from the truth, because in fact we hate the truth, because we like our life, we feel comfortable with our lives right now, and we don't want to step out from this life even though we know that it's wrong. So it's your call. May God be with us all and guide us along the path. May God bless you.